Brewdog Jackhammer.
And remember, life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. The sun is well and truly over the yard arm, and I have got a can of Brewdog Jackhammer, which, according to this, is Ruthless India Pale Ale. What the fuck does that mean? I have no idea. Brewdog need no introduction. They are the Scottish craft brew pioneers in the UK. They have been steadily expanding for the last 10 years. And at the moment, they are the butt of everyone's ire when it comes to craft beer. Apparently, they're doing everything wrong. They've taken over a few breweries. They're buying out a few breweries as well. Notably, the Stone Brewery in Berlin. Which, to be fair, there's worse things that could happen than being taken over by Brewdog. But I think a few people are thinking they're getting a bit too big for their boots, and the quality of their beer is wavering slightly. To be honest, Brewdog are hit and miss. They do some great beers, and they do some pretty plumb average beers. I'm not going to name names of the beers they do, but they do a good one, and they will do an average one, and they'll also do some shit ones as well, to be fair. But that's Brewdog, and yeah, they're probably the biggest independent craft brewer, supposedly independent. I'm not going to cast aspersions. There's some people that think they've been taken over, but that's completely another story for another episode. I just want to see what's going on with this can of Jackhammer. So let's get it open and let's see what's going on. This is a can of 440ml of Ruthless India Pale Ale. I don't know what it is with 440. This seems to be the accepted sort of measurement now for craft beer. And I don't know. I think, you know, the standard used to be 500, and now all of a sudden we've lost 70 millilitres somewhere, which, I don't know, it just pisses me off, and it costs more as well. So, are we being ripped off? Only you can judge. As I say, let's get back to this. This is a can of what they call Ruthless India Pale Ale. It's for 440ml can, 7.2% in the alcohol volume. It's touted as being a very, very bitter pale ale. I don't know what hops they're using in this, but apparently it's really, really hop heavy, light on the malt, which can go either way. It can be really nice, or it can be absolutely dire. Now, there's a difference between bitterness and sourness. I love sour beer. Bitter beers, you know, especially these hop heavy ones, can be either good or absolutely terrible. Let's get this open and let's see what's going on. You will get my honest opinion of this if it's really bad, but it says it's really, really bitter with not a lot of malt, which goes against a lot of the flavours that I like. But let's see. Out of can, and it smells quite fruity. If anything, I was expecting big hop bitterness on that. It smells really, really fruity, like orangey, tangerine. There's some grapefruit coming through there now, and a touch of mango. But yeah, it smells quite nice actually. I'll try to let this cool down a little bit so I wasn't missing any of the flavours, and I looked up on the Brewdog website to see what sort of hops they give, and they just don't give any info on the malt or the hops that they use in this, which I think is poor form. I don't know why brewers do that, but you know, most people want to know what they're drinking. Anyway, let's get it into the glass and see what's going on. So I really don't know what to expect. On the website it just says it's a fucking bitter fest. So this could go either way. It could be really nice or it could be absolute dog shit. There it is in the glass. There is a very, very slight haze on that, but not a great deal. Fair bit of carbonation. 2.5 finger head. Let's pour the rest of that in here. There's a little touch left in the end of it. What are we getting on the nose? Well, I'll tell you something. Already from here, I'm getting bitter grapefruit and all round bitterness. Quite bitter citrus flavours coming through on here. Let's get it down the hatch and see what's really going on with this. God, fucking hell. When I said bitter, they were not fucking joking. Fuck me, that has got some bitterness on it. When I talk about cat's pits hops, this is what I'm sort of trying to describe. There's like a nettly, bitter cat's piss grapefruit flavour from this, and it sounds disgusting. And to be honest, that's because it is. Well, that was the first mouthful. I'm trying to sort of reconcile myself to the bitterness on this, but that first mouthful was so bitter, and you know, I don't mean sour, because sort of sourness is quite sort of pleasant, but this is just bitter, and it's got like a lingering bitter aftertaste, which, to be honest, you don't get that bitterness smell from it. It smells sort of quite creamy and citrus, but when you get it and you go, fucking hell, that bitterness on the arse end of it. It's almost like there's no malt in here at all. And I'm trying desperately to like it, but I can't. I mean, that looks like a lager, so if you drank that, you'd think someone had got a severe dose of cystitis and thrush and just pissed into the glass, because that's what it tastes like. Not that I've tasted that, I hasten to add. Nah, that ain't doing it for me. No, I don't like that at all. It's fucking bitter. It smells like it smells reasonably okay, but it tastes like a dirt cheap supermarket attempt at an IPA. Ruthless India Pale Ale. I wouldn't say it's fiercely defiant and independent. United we stand for better beer. Well, this is not fucking better beer. When I said Brewdog was hit and miss, this is a fucking miss. That's just way too hop heavy for me. Certain people who like their really, really hoppy beers, you know, that would be an extreme for them and they probably would like it. But no, I like a bit of, I don't want to be forcing beer down, and that's what it feels like I'm doing with this shit. It feels like I'm forcing it down because I have to. And to be honest, this is not fucking great at all. And I don't even say what, you know, hops they've got in here. I imagine there's Citra in there because I'm getting real big grapefruit bitterness, cat's piss, stinging nettles. You know, that really fucking bitter. You know, like Spur supporters' tears. If you can imagine them, but a little bit more bitter. I can't imagine what would be more bitter than Spur supporters' tears, but oh, this is fucking not good. Well, the verdict. Just way too bitter. I don't know what they're trying to achieve with this. Just going all out hops with the minimum amount of malt, and they've come up with something that, if it was all fruit and, you know, big hops, hoppy flavours, I can imagine that. If it was balanced out with some sweet, you know, mango and tropical fruit, yeah, I get it. You'd be trying to do a, you know, like a New England IPA, but this is just, it's just so fucking bitter. It's not pleasant. It doesn't make me want to drink more of it. I'm shoving it down my neck just so I can tell you how fucking bad it is. I'm not going to drink anymore. That's going down the sink. And they've changed the, well, it came in a bottle, and they've changed that. And this is what it looks like now. And boys and girls, be wary of this shit, because it tastes like a fucking bag ladies period. That is getting a 1 out of 10, and that is going down the sink. Brewdog, you bunch of cunts. What are you trying to do with this? Nope, not recommended. 1 out of 10. And remember, I'm drinking this shit, so you don't have to.